My doctor told me I had fatty liver disease. I didn't drink, exercised twice a week, ate well, and he asked me twice if I was lying. 3 months later, same labs, same doctor, completely normal. I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner, and what I use to treat my own fatty liver disease has been used for over 5,000 years. It took my own diagnosis finally to pay attention to it. It came down to one ingredient. It's hiding in almost everything you eat, and in a standard GP appointment, nobody has time to explain it to you. So let me explain to you exactly what I did. It was 2016. I was a new dad building my practice in Brisbane, waiting on my visa to come through. If I didn't pass the medical, I wouldn't be allowed to stay in Australia. I got your normal routine blood test, assumed everything would be fine. The next day, I got a call from my GP right away. And usually when you get the call the next day, you know it's never good. He sat me down, told me I had elevated liver enzymes, asked me if I drank, and I said no. He looked unconvinced, asked me again. I said no, not since college, but that was over 10 years ago. He looked confused. Usually people would come back with fatty liver disease or elevated enzymes are usually overweight, obese, and heavy drinkers. I was none of those. I was diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I asked him what caused this. He looked confused. I asked him, what should I do? His answer was, don't drink. And that was it. I love GPs, but I know for a fact in their training, they have less than 4 hours of nutrition training. I wasn't going to get my answer there. I had a medical visa coming, I had a clinic to build, and a young family. I needed to fix this myself. So I started researching, and everything pointed back to one thing: high fructose corn syrup. Your liver is a filter. It processes everything you eat. But fructose, specifically the manufactured kind, overloads your liver. Flood it with this stuff and it overwhelms the liver and it gets stored as fat. The problem is it's in almost everything. Sodas, cereal, muesli bars, marketed as healthy food. Things you would never expect. It's everywhere because it's cheap and addictive. In Eastern medicine, we understand that the liver is one of the most overworked organs in the body. Because we keep asking it to filter things it was never designed to handle. Now here's something I had to unlearn first. I always thought that if you just exercise and ignore diet, you'll be fine. I trained multiple times a week and I thought I would be fine. I genuinely believed that it was enough. It's not. You simply cannot out-train what's happening inside your liver. And the second thing, I thought going turkey was the answer. That does not work either. In the book Atomic Habits, it says it's easier to replace a bad habit with a good one. You cannot just simply willpower your way out of things. For example, if I was craving something fizzy like a Coca-Cola, I didn't just ignore it or willpower it, I just replaced it with something healthy, like kombucha. Same craving, but just a better choice. This is the framework I use for everything. Here's exactly what I replaced. Let me explain the ones that need explaining. Green apples. In Eastern medicine, the flavor sour supports the liver. There's a 5,000-year-old system that talks about flavor. And in Eastern medicine, sour is the flavor that benefits the liver. Green apples are high in fiber, sour, and do not spike blood sugar. Warm lemon water every morning. It jumpstarts your digestive system and almost costs you nothing. Apple cider vinegar and cinnamon tea before meals. That also helps regulate your blood sugar, which takes the load off the liver. Edamame before dinner or a high carb meal. That also takes the load off your liver as well and reduces high sugar spikes. We also added chrysanthemum tea and goji berries as a tea in between for snacks. These two herbs help with the liver and eyes in Eastern medicine. Notice what I did not do. I did not add a heavy supplement snack. All I did was replace bad habits with better ones. You want to do something that's sustainable long-term, one swap at a time. On a side note, Costco. If you shop at Costco, which my family loves to do, Costco can be food heaven or it can be food hell. What we started doing was skipping the cinnamon buns and the croissants and replaced it with cashews, nuts, kombucha, and edamame. 3 months later, we went back and retested again. I told him I made some dietary adjustments. He said, "Oh, great," and then moved on to the next patient. And that was the exact moment I knew why I had to make these videos. Because these changes I made to potentially save my life in the long term, nobody told me. I had to find that out myself, and you should not have to. If you have been diagnosed with non-alcoholic or fatty liver disease and have elevated enzymes, drop a comment below. Let me know your situation. I read every one. And if you want the full list of things I swapped and replaced out and my morning routine, I put it all together in a list for you in the link below. Make sure to subscribe for more Ancient Medicine Explained in Plain English. I'll see you in the next one.